I'm sure maybe there's some pros and cons to that, but how do you rationalize that?
Yeah, definitely some pros and cons to it for sure. Yeah, a lot of credit obviously to New York tonight to dig themselves out of an early hole, and they just stay with it. You can see the energy of their group and found a way to get a point out of this game. Obviously on our side of that, we don't like that. We don't like that we gave that opportunity to them, and just felt we have a stronger game to play, and look forward to finding our game here as we continue to move forward in the season.
When do you see maybe a breakdown of the third period defensively?
Just became soft. This league, you can't be a soft defending group, and we just started to retreat and give them ice that you don't want to give a team, which is in the slot or right in front of the crease. Made Gwen's job too difficult this evening. So certainly some variables that we know we can clean up, and we'll lean into making sure that we do that.
Brooke, probably a whirlwind couple of days for you. Can you describe like your arrival with Ottawa and what it's been like for you getting integrated?
Yeah, honestly, all the girls have been extremely welcoming and made it super easy to kind of get everything streamlined and get going. I'm just really honored to be a part of this group and get the opportunity in this organization and just start to mesh with the rest of my teammates and kind of build a foundation there.
What is the mindset when you're kind of jumping in and really have a ton of experience with any of your line mates or this team at all? What's the mindset going into that?
Yeah, I think today just the mindset was go out there and have fun and play hockey, and just show up ready today to work hard, because obviously it was a quick turnaround from the time I found out till the time I got on the plane and then arrived here last night. So just show up, work hard, and have fun, which I thought it was a lot of fun today.
I guess, Coach, from a similar perspective, right? You've got three players who haven't coached before, and all of a sudden they're on your team. You plug them into spots. How do you handle that? And how did you handle that today in terms of putting them into certain spots and whatnot?
Yeah, we'd obviously done a lot of homework on their game and where we thought they could help our group, and I thought all three really did a really nice job, because as Brooke has said, like the variables haven't been ideal from a travel perspective and a tight turnaround, but these gals are pro, and you could see it tonight. They didn't really miss a beat. We wanted them to just go in and play. We thought we could figure things out beyond that, but I was really proud of all of them and our group, and how our group sort of engulfed them and said, yeah, just play our style, we got you, and it's exciting to build with the group that we've got here.
Gwyneth, you were standing on your head tonight. Do you feel like you were seeing anything different on the ice, or was it kind of status quo?
I mean, it seemed pretty status quo. Like they said, I think the three of them jumped in, seamlessly, and that was pretty typical Ottawa charge hockey today, I'd say.
But like in net, were you seeing anything different, like offensively, defensively? Like you did a great job tonight.
No, I think we did a good job of, what we usually do from my perspective. If I make the save, they box out. So, from my end, I thought they did well. Definitely things to work on, but they helped me out as much as they could.
And there were quite a few breakaways that came your way. What were you seeing from the different skaters? It was mostly Casey and Kristen, I think.
Yeah, honestly, when someone's coming down a breakaway, I try not to see or think about who they are, because I don't want to buy into, this person has a tendency to do that. But breakaways are fun. It's part of the game. Makes things exciting. So I love them. Bring it on. Kind of mentality for me.
That's why she's not the coach yet. Hey, you can see the difference. Hey.
Yeah, bring on sparing me.
Yeah, exactly.
Brooke, you've gone up against Gwyneth before. Different feeling to have her behind you in that?
Oh yeah, totally. Like when I was sitting there on the bench watching those saves, it was extremely impressive, and I'm glad I'm not going against her anymore.
Coach, what goes through your head? I feel like there are 3 or 4 different sequences where she's on her side or she's out of position and she's able to get back. I think of the one on the 5-on-3 where she loses her stick and she's able to come and make the save and freeze that puck. What goes through your mind when you're seeing some of those acrobatic plays?
That's Gwen. She's super athletic, great goaltender. I hate that Let's not going to talk right about her right now.
Nothing's going through my mind.
I'm just teasing. Like she's an elite level goaltender, and we know every night that she's in our net that we're going to give ourselves an opportunity to get some points and win a hockey game. And certainly, as I said earlier, the intention's not to create those scenarios that she has to be as acrobatic as she can be. So that I think that's a structure piece in front of her and making sure that we're doing what we need to do to limit that sort of flurry of opportunities. But when we are in those moments, and you looked at the extended 5-on-3 at the start of the game, right, we just have the utmost trust in Gwen and know that she's going to give it her all on every shot and every play, and that's all you can ask as from your goaltender.
I know the game plan's not to take 5 penalties, but you kill 4 of the 5, and again, the 5-on-3 for a minute and 45 really stands out. Obviously, what Gwen did was pretty obvious, but in terms of whatever you saw in front of them, how would you evaluate the penalty kill?
Yeah, I thought we did well. Like again, too many looks at it for sure, as you mentioned. But we gave up the one, and in all honesty, we were pretty close to executing what we wanted. We just missed on one of the jobs. But no, at the end of the day, it's such a big part of the game, special teams, both sides of it. So I know in this league, every team's working on it, and it's something that we focus on. We spend a lot of time in video, pre-scouting, and try to make sure that our shape can defend what our power plays are going to show us. But all in all, we did a decent job tonight for sure.
Coach, what do you say right before the OT starts to try and calm things down and get the team prepared for that?
Quite frankly, I didn't say much to the team. We were going into a shorthanded scenario and kind of a unique one of 4 versus 3. So I was just talking to the 3 players that were going to start it and give us some ideas of what shapes we might see and then how we would go about defending it. We've played a lot of overtime this year, so our group is comfortable in those moments. We understand what needs to be done. I just didn't like that we were in overtime. I thought we should have finished that game in regulation, but as I said earlier, kudos to New York. They don't stop. They got a good energy in their group here, and they're finding ways.
Coach, first, hopefully you're doing well.
Thank you.
And secondly, for all 3 of you, what were some of the unique challenges of having to face 7 penalties this game, and especially the long 5-on-3?
I'll take it. At the end of the day, when you have so many special team moments in a game, you lose the rhythm of the game. There's players that penalty kill. There's players that do, play power play, and you lose your sort of the rhythm of just getting your lines going and that energy. At the end of the day, like I haven't gone back and looked at all the penalties, but it's on us to make sure we're playing a more disciplined game and we're not putting ourselves behind the 8 ball that way. So we'll go back and assess it, and we got to make sure. I think the easiest fix is going to make sure our feet are moving. That we're not chasing the game anymore. We can play it in front of us.
Coach, all 3 of Sarah's goals have been game-winning goals, including 2 in overtime. Can you just speak a little bit about her impact with the team?
I think for a young player in our league, her confidence is growing, and you watch when she plays. She's got a good motor on her, so she's able to compete at a high level and enjoys the physical side of the game, but she's done really well managing the puck and finding ways to help create some offense for our group. Obviously playing with Jenner and Les, there's a nice chemistry amongst the 3 of them as well. But I've known Sarah since she was 14 years old. I coached her from 14 to 18, and I've seen this side of her before, and it's just nice to see that it's being reflected up at this level.
Thank you.
Thanks everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night.